Hello, my name's Bailey Allenbeck, and I am the owner of Midnight Mama Sleep Consulting. I've been a sleep consultant for over 4 years now, and during that time, I've had the opportunity to try and test lots of different baby related items. At first, this started out with just sleep stuff like sleep sacks, swaddles, the slumber pod, lots of staples that revolve just around sleep. The latest and greatest product that I've tested is actually the Evivo Infant Probiotic. So this is what Evivo is. It is a probiotic clinically shown to work with babies who consume any amount of breast milk. So I'm a mother of three. I breastfed all three of my children, and all of them had some type of skin or gut issue. And I knew that feeding them breast milk was the best way for them. It was the best choice for our family. But no one had really taught me about feeding them probiotics when they got sick or after taking antibiotics to rebuild that gut bacteria. So I felt like it was an area of my life that was kind of unknown. So I recently connected with Evivo, the makers of Evivo, and I was introduced to their probiotic. And what I found after giving it to my daughter, who was still breastfed at the time, I found that her skin issues resolved. One thing that we found with her was she was having chronic diaper rashes. She would often get an upset tummy, and we weren't quite sure why. We did try some elimination diet for her, and it didn't make a difference. But once we started her on the Evivo probiotic, after about 2 weeks of use, I noticed a significant improvement in her diaper rash. I also noticed that she was less irritable. She wasn't squirming around so much. She was not as gassy. And just her overall well-being seemed to improve. So since then, that was a few months ago when we started. She's no longer breastfeeding anymore. She quit on me, but I am still giving her Evivo daily. And for children who don't breastfeed anymore, or for older children or toddlers that you want to give Evivo to, you can just mix it in their solids. So my daughter Maeve gets a yogurt every morning, and I mix the Evivo probiotic inside her yogurt. That way I know she's getting her good amount of probiotic, her gut bacteria is healthy, and I know that I'm protecting her the best way I can without actual medication, which I'm hoping to prevent the usage of. I've started also giving my older kids probiotics because they have been on many rounds of antibiotics with sickness through the winter and also through school year or daycare times. And I was never told about probiotics. So Evivo is something that I recommend because it's easy to use. It comes in a package like this. This is a 1 month supply. And inside, each dosage is in a small packet. So I had tried one probiotic before that was in a jar that you had to scoop, and I found it hard to level and to make sure I was getting the right dosage for my daughter, and then they weren't clear on how to mix it, whereas Evivo has very clear instructions. If you're going to give it with breast milk, you mix it in with like 5 or 10 mils of breast milk. You can give it with a little syringe, or again, you can mix it in with solids. So this is what it looks like. It's a single serving, and you just rip it open, you pour it in. The beauty of Evivo is most probiotics have to be stored in the fridge or the freezer, but Evivo is now shelf stable. So if you want to just store it in your pantry, you definitely can. I would recommend probably throwing it in your fridge once you're starting your month supply, but the other months that you're not using, you can just leave them in your pantry. But Evivo is something that I'm going to keep using because I want my kids to stay healthy. I want their gut bacteria to be full, have a full count, and I just want them to be happier. One of the claims that Evivo has is they claim that children sleep better, they have less colic symptoms, and they are overall healthier when taking the probiotic. I think these things are true. While we know that there's no cheap or easy fix solution to sleep, babies who are less irritable in their gut and their gut issues are figured out, they will sleep better. So this isn't an easy sleep fix where they suddenly take this probiotic and now they sleep through the night. But if they were experiencing those gas issues or those tummy trouble issues, then definitely this can be helpful, a helpful tool in your tool belt for getting them to sleep better through the night. If you have questions about Avivo, I will link their website below and also their email, so you can send them an email. But that if you're looking for a probiotic for your kids, you'll consider Avivo, especially your babies or toddlers who are getting any amount of breast milk per day. Avivo is so helpful, it is so good, and I highly recommend for any mom who needs a supplement for their baby throughout the day.